Hey, morning everyone. Dave Cook, the Franco Painting and Wallpaper. We're here in our shop and we're checking on our bees. We got our bees yesterday, so we'll be putting them out here today. But one of the things I thought I'd do, because yesterday we had a home show here in Huntley, and it was, people always say it, but it really was true. As I started taking notes, we had probably about the same 8 questions that almost every single person asked. And we have the same questions when we go to estimates. So I thought I'd just take a couple minutes and go over the questions that people asked. So make the process easier for hiring us, but just kind of answer your questions also. So most common questions about house painting. How much is it going to cost? And without estimating, there's really no way I can tell you. You know, we're going to come out for a minimum of $500 to come out. Small bathroom, something like that. That's going to be our minimum to come out. So if you have a small touch-up, you know, to make it worthwhile, we need a bunch of stuff at the same time to get done. So if you have several rooms to do, something we can make an 8-hour day for one of our guys to come out, that's perfect. Next one is what kind of paints do we use? So we're pretty hardcore. We love Sherwin-Williams. They do a lot of work for us and helping us out, especially with pricing. But it really, at the end of the day, Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore, there's not really a lot of difference between the two. We prefer Sherwin-Williams. It's right here close to us. They help us out with delivering to job sites to keep the costs lower. And they have just really stood by their products over the past 3-4 years, especially since COVID. They just go out of their way to make sure that they stand by everything that they use or they sell and we use in people's homes. The warranty that they give, the attention to customer service, they have the reps coming out to homes. It's been a really great experience for us. So Sherwin-Williams we use, but Benjamin Moore, like I said, it's a great paint also. One thing we have kind of changed a little bit is depends on colors. So certain whites, you have to use Sherwin-Williams. Certain whites, you have to use Benjamin Moore. Chantilly lace is the one that comes to mind. If you're using Chantilly lace, just go buy Benjamin Moore paint to make sure it's exactly correct. Does it matter what sheen I pick? For cost-wise, once you get to like satin, eggshell, some of the higher satin, semi-gloss, gloss, there is differences in cost. But as far as does it matter for us, not really. Application process is pretty much the same. If we get into high gloss paints, we have a video on our channel where we had to do a level 5 finish in order to do a higher gloss paint. So the prep work on higher glosses or higher sheens is a lot different, which does add more money. But as far as the paint itself, it's really your preference. Bathrooms, we're usually using like duration satin, which is almost an eggshell compared to some other sheens. So it's not too shiny, but people do put us a true satin in bathrooms. It's really shiny. Again, for us, we don't care. Cost is almost the same. It's just prep work is a lot different. How long will it take? We had someone asking yesterday, how long is it going to take to paint my whole house? I don't even know how big the house is. So you can average that's going to take at least 4 to 5 hours for us to paint one room in your house. That's usually just walls. If we're adding trim, if we're adding a lot of repair work for adding windows, that kind of stuff, then the cost does go up higher than that. But figure at minimum 4 to 5 hours per room, bedroom, and that's a standard, say 12 by 12 bedroom. You know, 2-story foyer, it's a full day for 2 guys. So hopefully that kind of gives you some kind of frame of reference. What do I need to move before painting? Again, without seeing a house, I can't tell you, but you know, things we need moved are fragile. So knickknacks, if you have some valuable pictures on the wall. Televisions, we don't move. We can, but we can't because of insurance. They do not cover us if we damage a TV if it gets moved. So same thing kind of applies for fragile, delicate items. If it means a lot to you, don't have us move it. We're not movers, we're painters. But you know, furniture, basic stuff in the room we can move. We use furniture gliders for carpet, and then we have the felt gliders for hardwood floors so we don't scrape floors, that kind of stuff. But we'll take pictures ahead of time. We've had people, they don't even realize that there was a scratch on the floor, so we're gonna take a couple pictures before we move any furniture to make sure that if there was any damage, if it was there before us, because we do not want to damage your floors. Do you fix nail holes for pictures? Our biggest, our saying is if there's a hole, it goes, if a nail, it stays. So if you have pictures on the wall, I know when we put pictures up at our house, You know, we have the level going, we have it measured, pictures are 5 foot at center. So we have all the stuff going on, so the pictures are exactly where we want them. So when we're painting or doing some other work, we want to make sure they go back exactly where they were, because it takes some time to put it up. So I understand that. So we want to make sure if you want them back in the same hole, just leave the nail. We'll still take the nail out when it comes time to paint, but leave the nail and we won't fill it. That way you can put our pictures back exactly back where they were before. Are you insured or bonded? So bonds do not apply for us here in Illinois, King County, for residential painting. That's mainly for municipal government type work. Insured, we have liability and workman's comp. We have that for all our employees. And we also have independent subcontractors that work with us. So we use both. Who comes to the house really depends on schedules and level of skill. We have some subcontractors that are just beyond impressive, their skill level. But they want to stay independent business owners, and that's fine. They do great work. We do background checks on them. They have all their insurance. They've been to our house. They've met our family, so we know who they are, and we trust them with the work that we're doing. Which, same thing, last question, employees or subs. So that's why. And then the other question is the bee. We're Franco. So it's kind of funny. I just showed you our honeybees. So these are our packages. So we just got these yesterday. Chris Sod, who lives in Wayne, Illinois, he's a master beekeeper. So he gets these. I think these are all from Georgia. I'm not 100% sure this year. They kind of vary where they come from. So there's about 5,000 bees per box. And then we have bee hives in our backyard. To start off, it's kind of a whim hobby, and it's turned into kind of a passion. They're just incredible. I know they're insects. However, they're amazing what they can do. So we have them sitting in our shop because yesterday it was 41 degrees when we got them. So I had to keep them someplace that was somewhat heated. It's still, I think it's only about 56 in here. So this afternoon after church, I'll come back out, we'll grab the bees, and we'll put them in the hive. So we have honey for the year. Sadly, the ones we had died out last year, we're not 100% sure. It looks like they froze, but I don't know. We've had them look the same way. We have issues with mites. Mites are a little pest for insects, or for bees. But we also have the same, they kind of act the same, the freeze if they get into different pesticides. So mosquito sprays, Roundup, we have a farmer that sprays right over here, so that could have been it. I know the village, they'll spray for mosquitoes. It kills everything that's flying, FYI. So if you got bees, it's killing them. If there's butterflies, it's killing them. So you just want to make sure if you're spraying, please don't use that stuff because it does kill the bees. No bees, no honey. No honey, no pollination, no almonds. Anyway, so those are frequently asked questions about painting. If you've got other questions that you'd like to know, please let us know. You can also check out our website, blog post. We'd love to see how we can help you love the space you're in. Painting, wallpaper, interior, exterior painting, as well as cabinet refinishing. And then we actually had a couple pet projects, and then we did our first one where we restained cherry cabinets. We took them down to original finish, original wood, and restained them. It looked really sharp, so looking forward to getting into more of those. Again, if you got questions, let us know. Have a great day, and God bless.